Hi Pisces, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is your July 2019 reading, and it also includes the energy for the new moon in Cancer eclipse that is happening at the time this reading is released. So let's jump right in. There's a lot going on. This is a really deep reading for you, Pisces. In fact, I think the last few readings that I've given for you have been about this deep dive into yourself to break some old chains and come out an authentic being embodied out in the world. Oh my gosh, where do I even start? I want to start with what came out. I pulled these 6 cards here for your general energy, and then I pull one more as to what's happening behind the scenes, what's happening in the unseen. And we got the Lovers. So I think I need to start by talking about the Garden of Eden. So bear with me as I get pretty Christian here for a second. It's applicable, I promise. But really, the myth of the Garden of Eden, the way that story goes, is you've got 2 people in the garden, and one is offered an opportunity to go deeper, to learn more about this life and what it means to be human and what it means to be alive, an alive being. Really, the offer is to awaken. And Eve chooses that, says yes, bites into the fruit, convinces Adam to come along for that journey, bite into the fruit. And then the story goes on the biblical story goes on from there. But where we're taking it is that choice, that moment of reaching for that fruit. I want you to see this in this card. We have 2 people lounging. They look kind of post-coital. They're in this like blissy sex dream state, in this like very obviously like sexual imagery with the flowers here as an interpretation of the Garden of Eden. They're both like hot pink with desire, flushed with there's a lot of sex in this reading, so just go with it. And then here we have Cupid's arrow coming over top, and the arrow seems to be pointing to one person, and that person is reaching out towards this dark orb. Can you see that? Reaching out and grabbing this dark orb, grabbing that energy of this opportunity to go somewhere deep. Hold that thought. Now I take you to Capricorn energy. All right, Capricorn energy also came out for you. You see, we have the skeleton of the sea goat, and it's a dark card. Capricorn energy is all about that duality of being of the sea and of the land. But it's like, in order to really climb that mountain, like the goat that Capricorn is, they first have to swim down into those depths. The major arcana tarot equivalent of Capricorn is the devil. And the energy of the devil card, to me, is hand in hand with the Lovers, because what's being offered here is an opportunity for awakening, an opportunity for a breakthrough. And that's really the energy of the devil card. Capricorn energy, devil energy, is the saying yes to the opportunity to dive into that shadow, to dive into those shadowy aspects of yourself. Capricorns are no newbies to that territory of diving into their shadow selves, going down into those hellscapes, so to speak, of who you fear yourself to be and who you are afraid that you are, in order to come back out transformed. You know, when Persephone, like going along with a similar Garden of Eden myth, when Persephone eats of the fruit of the underworld, she goes down there, depending on how you tell the myth, she goes down there willingly because she wants to know. She needs to know what's underneath all of this. It's like, yes, this beautiful garden is really nice. What's underneath? What's the truth? What's the other side of this? And so she decides to eat the fruit of the underworld, and she's enlightened. She's enlightened to the ways of things. The opposite of the blooming, constant blooming of the garden is the death of the underworld, the composting of the winter, of the leaves falling from the trees. And so she understands that duality. And she understands that those things are not separate, that they are absolutely one and the same cycle. You know, the life, death, rebirth cycle is constantly happening. And that is the cycle of Capricorn, going down into the death, up to the rebirth to climb the mountain, and back down to the death and up to the mountain to be born again. And so that was some setup for you. I'm getting there, I promise. Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune are here. This is unseen energy. This Temperance is the card of the unseen hands. It is the card of divine alchemy, of spirit coming in and making the impossible possible. Coming in and working divine magic and alchemy on your behalf behind the scenes. And this card asks you to have faith for that process. And the wheel is change. Change is happening. Change is constant. Change is the only guarantee. Change is God. Little Octavia Butler thrown in. So God, spirit, is present in this reading because I think that you are being called. I'm surprised that the priestess is not here, honestly, because I think that you are being offered an opportunity, a fruit, to eat of the fruit, to come down into the underworld, to take that Capricorn journey down into the underworld. And I think that has to do with sex for you. I think sex is a catalyst of that, because we have the Queen of Wands here, and I saw a lot of mirroring in these cards of this person, you know, this like Cleopatra figure in the Queen of Wands just lounging, and there's a lot of fire, passion energy. There's a lot of like snake energy here. It's like we've got all of that beautiful Lilith power present here. So the other side of the Garden of Eden being like, rather than the snake being some sort of like devil that came to tempt Eve, that snake was Lilith. That snake is Eve, embodied as Lilith, as this other goddess, this other counterpart energy coming in and saying, you need to know me. You need to know the snake that sheds its skin and transforms. If you're a bleeding human, that snake sheds its skin every month. It's like you need to go on that journey of constant transformation, of going down into the depths. And I'm really getting for you that sex is the catalyst for that. So whether sex is part of a bit of denial that's present for you, that you need to go down into and really look at the way that you embody sex out in the world, the way that you maybe don't embody your sex and your sexual, like your expression of sex out in the world, your sexuality, the way that you interact intimately with others, whatever that looks like for you. I think that there is magic and deep, like inner flame to be lit by going down to that depth, by saying yes, eating of the fruit. And you know what? Maybe your friend here in the Lovers comes with you, you know, because Eve then offered the fruit to Adam and said, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this with me? Do you want to go on this journey with me? Or maybe they can't. We have the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords is an ending, an emotional ending, a really tough ending. So if this is resonating for you that there is a second person involved here with the Lovers, that it's like a literal couple or literal like lovers situation, then there may be an ending that needs to happen. And that doesn't mean breakup, although it absolutely can. It can also just mean that something about the current iteration of you two needs to end because it's time to go deeper. 1111 just flashed on the screen, so I think that's definitely true for somebody out there. But the beautiful thing here, okay, we sort of have this like track. We have this I'm seeing this Lovers Capricorn journey happening down into the underworld, okay? And then once you swim down into the underworld of yourself and you see what's there and you understand what's there and you face what is there with an open heart. All right, this is not you needing to go into your depths and like, chastise yourself for what is there. It's about meeting what is there with an open heart and with compassion and with acceptance and love, and loving the parts that are less helpful to your life and maybe releasing some of that. But mostly just like radical self-acceptance happens down here in these depths of the Queen of Wands. And then you come up with that internal fire of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands this is like witch energy. This is magic energy. This is someone that absolutely embodies their power. And then that journey is the fuel that you need to rise back up as the King of Coins or the King of Pentacles, which is, by the way, Capricorn energy. So we have Capricorn here twice. I think somebody needs to go on this Capricorn journey because, and I pulled the King of Pentacles for you before in another reading. I think it was your June monthly reading. And the message that came out with it was you need to embody yourself authentically out in the world. You need to be truthful about who you are and walk in that truth out in the world in every aspect of your life. Ooh, at some point the flame in this lotus went out. I wonder when that was during your reading. Anyway, just noticed that. You need this journey down into the depths of yourself to get the power that's present there to come back up, the second half of this Capricorn journey. After you get out of the sea, then it's time to climb the mountain as this fully embodied Capricorn energy, as this King of Coins that is sitting on their throne, fully knows who they are, can work with this earth energy, this energy of their authenticity out in the material realm. That is the journey that I'm seeing there for you, Pisces. Wow, okay. I know that was really a lot, really intense. I'm not sure why the Ten of Swords is here. I mean, clearly it's an ending, but it could just be the ending, the internal ending, because I believe also in your mid-June reading, I talked a lot about like releasing old skeletons, releasing old thought forms and belief systems, which is also this Capricorn journey. Going down to meet the devil energy is to release old thought forms and patterns that have been holding you captive and having breakthroughs, breaking through those chains so that you can come up fully embodied in your truth. So that may be the ending here with the Ten of Swords, or it may be a literal ending of a relationship or an ending of some sort of cycle, because we have the start of a new cycle here with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, but I do want to get some clarity for you, Pisces. Let's get some clarity here. Okay, let's start off with asking, I want to know why, I think I have to start with the Lovers. Okay, why is the Lovers here for Pisces, Spirit? Why is Spirit bringing in the Lovers for Pisces? Okay. Nine of Cups. the Sun, and the Two of Cups. Okay, wow. So this really may be a romantic situation for some of y'all. I want you to see those tiny cards. The Sun is in the middle here, and then we have the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So in the Nine of Cups, you're practically pregnant with all of your wishes and dreams and hopes. All of your wish fulfillment here for your emotional fulfillment. And then the Two of Cups, we have union. We have two people coming together, and it's an equal give and take. It's a meeting of souls, of equals, which is a great extra boon to have to this Lovers here. And then we have the Sun, the card of happiness and illumination. So I think that maybe for some of you, you are meeting someone, or you are currently with someone, and this is a beautiful relationship. The energy of this relationship is truly beautiful, and it really does offer you the opportunity for illumination, for happiness, for wish fulfillment, for equal give and take here. And perhaps there is a journey that the two of you are being asked to go on here in your relationship. And again, even if you are going down this road together, you know, we are all our own beings in the world in some senses. And so it's a simultaneous journey, it's also a solo journey. And so I think that it's important to key into that, even as we have this Two of Cups energy here, which is very much togetherness, and the Lovers is very much togetherness. But the Two of Cups, it's two equal cups standing separately, side by side, pouring into a collective pool here. So it's like the collective pool is the relationship. You two are here with your own reserves of emotional energy that you're pouring in. Okay, interesting. So this is a love situation for, I think, probably a big chunk of you. So what's going on with Capricorn and King of Coins energy? Okay, nope. I'm asking Queen of Wands. I do what I'm told, y'all. Okay, why is the Queen of Wands here for Pisces, July 2019, right at the time of this Cancer new moon eclipse? Why is the King of Wands, or the Queen of Wands here? Wow, Eight of Cups. Because there is something that needs to be left behind. That's reflective here in this Ten of Swords. It's like this journey down into yourself, this journey down into your own underworld is going to reveal something that needs to be left behind. Now, that's not necessarily that you need to leave the relationship. That's not what I'm saying. Unless that resonates for you, and then like maybe this is something to think about. But it's more about, you've got to leave these past ways of relating. This is so heavily about relationships so far that I'm really feeling like there's something in your dynamic that is like a mirror, holding up a mirror to you of all your old BS, all of your old habits in relationship that you have got to walk away from. You've got to walk away from that. And the Eight of Cups is also a solo journey. This is a hermit journey. It's like that's the moment of choice that the hermit makes, to part from the Eight of Cups, part from all of those cups that they love so much and cherish, to go off on a solo journey lit by only the light of their inner lantern, taking them one step at a time off down their own path. Because I do think this journey into the underworld is very much a journey that you need to go on inside yourself, Pisces. Because while, you know, it's like you need to leave this thing behind and discover whatever it is you need to discover down there with the Queen of Wands. Maybe one more. What is it that Pisces needs to discover? The Six of Cups. Okay, this is some inner child stuff. I think that you, because we have a child here on the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is energy about reuniting with your past. So sometimes it can be like reuniting with a soulmate, or reuniting with past life situation, a person that triggers a past life situation, or it just could be like reuniting with someone from your past. But it can also mean your past self in this incarnation, which would be like your child self. So okay, I think the nutshell of this is when you go down into those depths, there's something about your past that you will be able to confront, that you will have the opportunity to face. And I think it's the energy of it is not super happy reunion. It's not a super happy reunion here. I think facing this past energy is not going to be easy. But it's absolutely what needs to happen for this Lovers, Two of Cups situation to be successful, which I think you really want it to be. So you really have to do this work. All right, I'm feeling one more card for this Queen of Wands for Pisces. One more card for the Queen of Wands. One more card. Yeah, Hanged Man. So this is your card, Pisces, Hanged Man. This is the energy of suspension. It's like I think your relationship a little bit will be in suspension as you go on this journey, but it's a journey towards spiritual enlightenment. This person hangs themselves upside down willingly, ties their foot to a tree in this very uncomfortable position in order to gain spiritual enlightenment. So this is what you're doing. You're saying yes, you're eating the fruit. You're going to the underworld because you are hoping for spiritual enlightenment through this. And then let's see. What do I want to clarify next? I think we need to clarify this Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Pisces, July 2019 on this journey to the underworld? Why is the Ten of Swords here? Okay, interesting. Three of Cups. This is an energy of waiting. I think you need to see that closer. Someone does. I don't make the rules. Okay. Waiting for your ships to come in. Okay. I think I understand why. Because this person, there's like a fair-haired person holding a magnifying glass, which is like holding it up, saying, it's almost like this person's holding up saying, look at yourself. Look at yourself. So I do think something needs to end here. Maybe someone in this relationship is calling for a cycle to end, calling for some mental crap to end before this can continue any further. Because this person is like, we need to pause. We need to wait. Because whatever this is needs to stop in order for us to continue. In order for these the abundance that I know and the joy that I know we can have to happen, in order for that to happen, this cycle needs to end. Let's get some more clarity on the Ten of Swords. What needs to end? What needs to end here? Oh man, cards flying. Okay, we got Temperance again. And the Page of Swords. So again, we have today with the Page of Swords, and I'm getting it again, I'm getting immature communication. Someone that is immature when it comes to communication. And perhaps that's what's at the standstill. That's the thing that's like, that's what needs to end. That's what needs to die in this underworld journey. So it's like, if this is you, if this is resonating and there's some immaturity in communication, or maybe you're cross-watching and this is more appropriate for the person you're with, okay, take the roles as they go. Whoever's immature at communicating needs to go on this journey into the underworld, and I think that they will find the root of it in their past, in something that happened in their childhood that they need to dive into deeper, and it's somehow tied with sex. Immature communication and sex are the influences on the table here, and divine is helping you with this alchemy. I can't stress it enough. There's like divine alchemy going on here that really wants to help you, and I think it's also reminding you to have faith in this process. Oh my God, Pisces, if I haven't said it this reading, I just want to acknowledge that this process is really hard. This is not an easy journey to go on, and if you are someone that is willing to dive into these depths, I commend you. I really do. I bow to your devotion to yourself, because that's really what this being alive is all about, in my opinion. So, good on ya. Okay, I guess, let me ask why, I know why Temperance is here. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? I think I know, but let's just see if we need a card. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. This is someone wanting to express from their heart, to make an offer of love. I think that is, there's like an offering of love, a heart offering on the table here. It's in the energy, it's in the turning of the wheel, but as the wheel turns, you've got to go on this journey before that offering of love can happen. So maybe you're at a moment of separation, and maybe you've even broken up with your Two of Cups, your lover's person here, and you're wanting to offer your love back, but it's like the Wheel of Fortune is saying, timing, wait, because you need to go on this journey first. Or if you've already been on this journey and you feel like you're ready to make that offer, then it's just like in divine timing, as the wheel turns, it will happen. Temperance is here twice. What are the unseen hands offering here for Pisces? Yeah, the Hierophant. They are offering you they are trying to talk to you. They're trying to talk to you, and you're a Pisces. Come on, you are tapped into this energy of the divine. So they are really trying to talk to you. Open your channel. Be that open channel. Be that willing vessel. Okay. And last but not least, why is there so much Capricorn energy here for Pisces with this King of Coins and Capricorn? Oh, lovely. Empress. Hell yeah. All right, I got to talk about this card for a second, actually. And I think that's all the clarity we really need. Oh, yay. And then we have the Three of Cups. Okay, I'll pull that out. Okay, let's talk for a second, Pisces, okay? So I want to show you this card because it's a depiction of Pallas Athena. Pallas Athena, I encourage you to dive into the full myth. It's really fascinating and incredibly useful storytelling here. But basically, Pallas Athena popped out of Zeus's skull fully armored, thanks to her mother Metis, who prepared her, because she knew that once Pallas Athena jumped out of her father's head, was born out of her father's head, that her father would try to kill her, because it was said that she would overtake him. And so she came out fully armored so that Zeus couldn't do anything to her. And so once he realized he couldn't destroy her, he basically decided to use her the best he could, and she became the warrior for society, basically for the society, and she governs all of the mental revelations here, divine revelations. I see her as a knight in shining armor a lot, and since the King of Cups, or the Prince of Cups came out here, the Knight of Cups, same thing. This is like major knight in shining armor energy here. And also, I love Pallas Athena because this being defies gender pretty actively. So if that resonates with you, you should definitely look into Pallas Athena's myth further. But this person is coming out ready to, it's like, I can see it. Whoever's willing to go on this journey, Pisces, like, you are ready to fight for whatever you need to do to make this union happen. You are totally willing to fight for that. And it's going to be a major mental battle for you, but you are going to come out victorious, because we have the Empress, who is receiving abundance. So I think this is the journey that you need to go on in order to embody yourself authentically out in the world, in order to receive the abundance that is yours in love, in money, out in the world. And this abundance for you is the Three of Cups, which is togetherness energy. This is two people coming together in celebration. So honestly, this is so exciting, because it looks like you're going to go on this really hard journey. but you're going to get your person back. Or if you haven't ended, it's like you're going to be able to move forward with your person in a much healthier way that is emotionally fulfilling for both of you. And I think it's going to take both of you on a journey, perhaps a separate one, but I'm telling you, it ends in victory. It ends in you coming out the warrior that you really are, fully embodying yourself, all of yourself, including this person, this part of yourself from your past, healed, renewed, and therefore fully secure. And once you're a fully secure being, you can meet this other fully secure being in full security without codependency or without any sort of relationship habits that aren't furthering your growth as a couple and as individuals. And so there's going to be a beautiful celebration when that happens, and abundance is going to flow, and it's going to be really, really beautiful. And I'm very excited for you, Pisces. Okay, oh my gosh, this reading is going so long. Let's take a major arcana card for you from the Botanical Tarot just to get one last word of advice here from Spirit for Pisces. What's the advice for Pisces on this harrowing journey? Okay, we got, I'm just checking the symbols here because they don't have labels, they just have little symbols. Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. Strength, iron bark. You're gonna need it. You really are. And the meaning of the strength card in the tarot is facing that devil journey, facing those parts of you that you're afraid of, those parts of you that have power over you, that keep you bound to past habits and belief cycles, facing that with strength, with the strength of an open heart. It is approaching the lion with kindness, with a gesture of compassion, rather than meeting fire with fire, meeting harshness with harshness, meeting what is scary with something scarier. No, the true warrior knows that if you're the cobra, you must meet the roaring lion with grace. And you can meet that roaring lion with confidence because you know at any time, if you need to, you can strike and kill that large beast. Okay, so I really think the message is for you here as you go down into the underbelly of yourself. Have faith and an open heart. I think that's why Temperance is here. Know that you're not alone in the journey. You're not alone. Divine is with you. Divine is with you. Spirit is with you. Your higher self is with you. The energy of the cosmos is here doing the alchemy within you and outside of you that needs to happen to make this journey fruitful. And to give you the strength that you need within yourself to just soften. That's what it is. In the face of the things that you fear, you've just got to soften. And once you do, you'd be amazed at how those things that have power over you also soften. And then the chains dissolve. And then you go back up to the surface as the King of Coins, and you get your Empress, and you get your Three of Cups. And that is just beautiful. Pisces, that's so lovely. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please do click like so that it can get out to those who need to hear it, and subscribe to my channel so we can stay connected as things continue to eclipse here this summer. And if you are enjoying this work and you want to dive deeper, check out my Patreon. The links are below. I've got tons of free resources on there, and you can join the community and get even more readings and other perks. So thanks for listening, and good luck.